Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so we have two harvests to do today, 2 oat fields. So those are on the agenda, one of the top priorities really. I don't think we'll get them obviously planted in time so they can be harvested for the higher price this winter. Maybe we can get one of them done, but I highly doubt we'd see both of the fields done by then. We actually have fertilizer we gotta do for this field, so that'll actually be the first thing. I just thought of that, so we'll do that right away. Now I was looking quickly in the sales. I'm pretty sure I recently talked about how we might want to get a larger grain trailer. There's a nice one in the sales that's just popped up. It's like 21,000 liter capacity. It's 10 grand right now. It's kind of tough to, it'd be tough to pass that up. It may not be better right now, but like long term, I think it's gonna be nice if we have this. I'll buy it. As much as, you know, I'm trying to save money obviously, but you know, right this second, yeah, we probably don't necessarily need a larger trailer. But eventually we will, and maybe we won't get a $10,000 trailer by then. I think it's like 3 strips, not too many to do on this. So, it won't take too long, and I don't think it uses too much either. Yeah, two harvests to do today. Be much kind of like what we already have in the silo for oats. Should be right around that 20,000 liters total, I would imagine. That's what we got last time from this field and that one. We'll probably get right around that again. We'll see, obviously, for certain, but so it should get us closer to that, what, $40,000 mark. We have 10,000 liters, like $20,000 so far. So it should get us closer to like 40. We have 20-some thousand dollars of peas right now, so we are setting fairly well for products to sell this winter. The long planks, we have 1 pallet right now, and that seems to be a fairly good price almost all the time. So we can kind of sell it whenever. It's not a huge worry item that we have to get sold at a certain time. Oh, I think if all goes well, we can probably get these fields plowed up today as well. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to sell any trees today, too. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Obviously, I primarily sell oak trees, and there's not a ton left, like in our direct farm area. I don't want to, you know, just take one randomly deep into the forest. As tempting as that is. So, maybe we'll take one of the... Oh, there's a couple right behind us here. That wouldn't be too bad to take. Well, I am gonna go to town. I'll just quickly pick up the new trailer, then we can do some harvests. Hopefully it's not too high for our current combine. Obviously it's the lowest version, so it shouldn't have too many issues, but we'll see. Wow, that is some dense fog. Worst comes to worst, we could always just use the smaller one for harvest, and then when we go to sell, we can always just use the taller one. Alright, so here we are. Gonna see if one of these fields is less foggy than the other, but does not look like either one's necessarily better right now. There was a point there, it was so dense that I couldn't see the road. It was pretty bad. Alright, so let's get over here. I am officially on, what, 1.7, the newest patch, so obviously at the time that this video goes up, it'll be like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago when it got updated, but check to make sure this fits. Looks good. Yeah, I'm officially on it, at least. As of recording, it's like 3 days ago it came out, but I'm always a decent amount ahead. It's a very foggy day. I'll probably raise the time speed, see if that can help dissipate it some. Yeah, it's looking a lot clearer, so I could probably lower that some. Well, I think I'll probably just do a time-lapse real quick for this field. So I'll text everyone once the time-lapse is done.
You kiss me like citrus and fire, burning so sweetly. Too shy to call you alive when you said you need me. In a week from now, I'll be trying not to call you. Talking myself down, explaining that there's no use. Ooh, I'm gonna hurt myself trying to love you. You're gonna hurt me too. Kiss and tell me to go soon. You're gonna hurt me too.
Alright, so we're just about done here with this harvest. Surprisingly, I fit all into the combine. I kind of fully expected to have to unload at least once, but did not happen here, so we'll get this a little bit here too. Here we go. Yeah, nice part is we can, do both harvests without unloading in between or anything. For the trailer. And of course we'll be able to sell probably all of the oats in one go, is what I'm thinking. Which will be nice. And even peas might be better to sell bulk even, maybe, so. We'll see, obviously, but that's what it's appearing like, at least at the current moment. We'll get this stuff moved over to that field, and then we'll probably do that harvest right away as well. Then we can get these fields plowed up. I don't think we'll be able to do much more than that, and I might try to sell... I might sell some trees today. I'll at least take a look, because I do kind of want to try to keep doing that as much as I can. If we have some oaks that could be sold. Because, nice 15 grand is kind of nice. On the flip side, though, we could also put the oak trees in the sawmill and wait a really long time and end up making more money. It's one of those things you gotta consider kind of every angle on it. Let's go in a little bit. Alright. Yeah, only 21% full, and this would have been like a trailer and a half before. It would have been tough to obviously buy this trailer if we didn't have the vent either, so. It's one of those things where, us buying the tractor allowed us to probably get this trailer, because I don't think that the old Deutz-Fahr would have been able to pull this. Especially like fully loaded. Kind of highly doubt it. Even plowing is a ton faster with it. So I'll have to see if this is a mod or not and get it added to the list. I did not check that, so I probably should have. I think I've had those trailers before in FS22 or something similar before, and they've always been pretty good price to capacity, which is kind of nice. Obviously, nobody wants to spend a ton of money for a capacity that's not really worth it. And it obviously being used makes it even better. Yeah, really, I think the next big purchase, I think I've already kind of said, is probably going to be a planter, but after that, we'll probably look at land. I do want to get some sort of animal at some point. It's kind of just, it's tough to do it because sheep, goats, cows, water buffalo, we'd all at minimum would need hay, and we don't have any of the equipment for that. So really our only option is chickens, and there's no great capacity amounts right now. Kind of just tempted to kind of wait until we can get something larger, where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make a really good amount of money from this every year. I haven't seen any like really good mods that are around that like 200 limit yet, so maybe there's been some recently that I haven't seen, but they usually just go through the latest mods every couple of days. It's like some days you don't really get any new mods, then other days you get like 2 pages worth. Well, I think I'll just I'll do another time lapse. We'll just get this field finished out real quick. Protect everyone once it is done. Alright, so we're just about done here. Just those tiny pieces that I missed earlier. Maybe I could cut one of these oaks right in here down. It wouldn't be right in the yard. It's like I've kind of said before, I don't want to take too many down, but I also want to have enough down that we can, have a yard. It's kind of it's a balance. I could take some of these down, and then maybe we could even extend the field up into there a little bit. I'm gonna see, is this one right here, is that on our land? I feel like it's gonna be in the neighbors. It's like right on the edge. It is on ours, just barely. I think we'll do this one at least. Oh, never mind. I thought if it showed that we could, then we could, but no. Turns out no. Yeah, I think I'll take this one. I do still want to take some down. It's finding that balance of still having some forest around us and not taking all of it. And oaks are just so good to sell, so this should get us to right around 55,000 today, and total for today. So it'll be pretty good. Well, let's get this stuff put away. Then I'll have to grab the other trailer, get that sold. Yeah, we could probably take a couple trees right in there and even extend this field up. Would make it a little bit bigger, not much, but so it would kind of give us two things: a bigger field as well as some money. Some of the smaller trees right down there I'll probably just put into the sawmill. Try to keep that running as much as I can. It's primarily just we'll try to make some long planks out of it. Get this put in here. It looks to be about the same liter amount as what was already in there for oats. So it should put us about almost $40,000. That'll be a nice thing to sell this winter time. Could have probably took the other path. It would have been a lot quicker than going this way. I should probably check if these fields around here need lime or not. I'm not sure. We only did 2 harvests, so it should be fine. Gives me a little bit more time to cut up some trees right in here and make this field larger. Yeah, I think it's like 4 or 5 you get. We gotta worry about lime. Yeah. Should be good for a little while then. Yeah, gives us some time to cut up some of the smaller ones right in here. I think we'd probably go up somewhere like past this tree probably was where we'd stop. So we still have some tree cover over here, but somewhere right in here. So it would extend it a decent amount. This oak tree's probably on the neighbor's lane too, I'm assuming. Yep. Just barely. Just barely. Alright, so that should be all cut up. We take the trunk and the larger portion of the tree really first load, and then after that it's kind of the rest, as much as we can fit in the rest. It should be the rest of the tree. So far it's always been the rest of the tree, so I wouldn't think it'd be any different this time around. Yeah, we could definitely extend this quite a bit. She'll be nice. We gotta try to obviously get as much as we can out of these fields, because we just we have limited space really to put fields in. So at least until we get more land, which once we do that, that'll be nice. Probably make some decent sized fields. I don't want too large, at least until we get a larger combine. Really, that's going to be a thing that holds us back for a while. But, I mean, it's tight. As much as it doesn't look like it right now from what our bank account is, but to get a lot of these items, a larger combine, is not going to be cheap. So obviously once you figure in planter, which is 100,000, more lane, which is more than 100,000, does not seem like you have that much money all of a sudden. I mean, I haven't looked into planters in a little, or not planters, harvesters in a little while, but as far as I know, to get a really sizable upgrade, it's going to be $200,000 pretty easily. That is a tough pill to swallow. It's not cheap. It is not cheap. Try to make sure everything is in the trigger. 10 grand on the first load. Can't complain. Yeah, I can look at the combines, but to get a sizable upgrade, like a really sizable upgrade, we'd probably be talking like these, and that's 200,000. That's without the header. So right now we have about 5,500 thousand liter capacity. So to get a larger upgrade, it's tough to. Like this would be great, obviously huge size, but this would be 136. So these have optional upgrades, which even then get you pretty good. They're not cheap though. I mean, that's gonna be 300,000 with the header pretty easily. So, like I said, it's a tough thing to do. We're almost hoping for either something in the sales, which I kind of don't necessarily want for a combine because that does mean it's going to have a worse maintenance on it. And for at least in FS22, that does affect your yield. I would assume it's the same in 25. So you kind of want to make sure that doesn't get obviously lower maintenance quicker, like a lot of used stuff does. Alright, so here is the rest of the oak tree. I'll probably keep the Fent up here because I'll next month right away I'll buy some seeds and fertilizer. Those are things that we'll need really soon. You know, I just realized part of the reason why I have issues backing this up, it's only really this, because I'm looking at how the tree is lined up, not how the trailer is, and they're not obviously even. Alright, so that should be good. Almost 6 grand. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Yeah, like I said, next month we'll probably right away get some fertilizer and seeds. We'll get the 2 fields plowed and probably planted. I'm trying to think though, it would be a little bit on the late side, which is kind of unfortunate. It would be what, November? So they'd be ready like March, a couple months after, higher price. Which is fine, we can just wait, sell them next year. It's not the end of the world. Unless there's some product I can think of that would be better, but not that I can think of. So, anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.